They hung in there. They hung in there. Kane was doing a nice job. He's mixing speeds, mixing locations. He's got some movement on the fastball, but even though they hit the home run in the first, we took the lead back and they tied it and we fought back again. So Upton obviously had a big hit there late.
We talk about trust factors an awful lot. You with Fulmer, leaving him in there after the 2-run homer, is that because he's earned it or because of what he was doing today?
Well, he's earned it. He's shown he's one of the best pitchers on this team. His pitch count was still low. He still looked good, so he kind of let him roll. Truth is, he probably could have gone out for the 9th.
What'd you like most about what he was doing out there again? I mean, it's the same consistent stuff, isn't it?
Well, this is about the 3rd or 4th time, and it was more early in the season. He had a little trouble with his command at the beginning of the game, but he's able to make the adjustment, and then he finds his groove, and he kind of coasts a little bit more.
What was Justin Upton able to do prior to the game that gave you the confidence to put him in the lineup and then perform the way he did? It sure didn't look like he had any right side soreness.
He just took swings in the cage, quite frankly. I went and watched him a little bit off the tee and then double-checked. He said he was good to go.
What do you look for in that situation, or do you just trust the player there?
You do trust the player, but I think also Lloyd McClendon and Bull Durham are watching him. And you can tell if the guy's backing off when he's swinging in the cage or off the tee or in batting practice. And there didn't seem to be any of that.
This season has been rather inconsistent for Victor Martinez. When you see the home run swing and then another single, how encouraging is that? What did you see from his swing that might lead you to believe it might be a little different in the second half than the first?
Well, he'd be enormous. He's been such a productive offensive player, and he looked good today. The home run and the RBI single both obviously were big when you win by 2 runs. So. Yeah, I hope it's a starting point.
That's a pretty big soul-crushing move for another team, right? When they tie the game and then you are able to come back with 2 more the very next half.
Yeah, that's if I'm looking at it from our side and we just tie the game and then give up a couple runs, it kind of puts a roadblock in your momentum. So it was good for us today, but you don't like being on the other end of it.
We've seen it for most of the year from Justin Wilson, but as a closer, to be able to throw strikes and throw strikeout pitches, how vital is that in that role?
Well, you have to be able to, first of all, you have to trust your stuff to be able to attack the strike zone. And he's got the stuff when he attacks the strike zone to get anybody out. And he's shown that, I think. Every once in a while, he's worried about throwing balls and guides it, but when he lets it go, man, he can get anybody.